Well, assalamu alaikum, Shazia.
Walaikum assalam, Shazia. Hello, audience. Hello, everybody. Happy June.
Happy June, everybody. We've hit June and we just wrapped up the whole month of podcasts and we're super happy about it.
Yes.
We're very pleased with ourselves, regardless of what kind of negative stuff are coming our way. We're not going to stop. We're
No.
not going to give up. We are two very smart cookies, regardless of how old we are.
Old?
Yeah.
Who are you calling old?
I don't know, yaar. People keep giving us the ageism thing.
Ageism? ਕਿਹਨੂੰ ਕੌਣ ਤੈਨੂੰ ਦੇ ਰਿਹਾ ਜਨ ਦੱਸ ਮੈਨੂੰ ਮੈਂ ਜਾ ਕੇ ਗੱਲ ਕਰਨੀ ਉਹਨਾਂ
You
ਦੇ
know,
ਨਾਲ
people saying, hey, aunties ki kar rahi hain? What are these aunties doing? First of all, you know, I hate being called auntie.
Okay. As spectrum I'm not an auntie. Okay? I'm not
Okay.
an auntie. ਇੱਥੇ ਮੈਂ ਤੇਰੇ ਨਾਲ ਹੁਣ ਲੜਾਈ ਕਰਾਂਗੀ.
Like, okay, you can fight with me all you want, but I just feel like people are trying to pull us down because we are, okay, I'm going to put it in two quotes here, right? We are two aunties. What are we doing? We're supposed to be at home looking after the grandchildren. In fact, we're not. We're out here in our studio. We're dressed up. We're looking fine. You're looking fine, girl. This
I always do. I always do.
But we're like enjoying what we're doing in life. Do you feel, Shazia, do you feel that this is the best chapter of your life?
It is. It is. I think once I turned 50.
Right.
That's, I think, where I feel my life began.
Is it because it's less responsibilities? That's what I feel.
It was for me for a couple of years. Now I can't say there's less responsibilities.
Because of the grandchildren.
Because of the grandchildren. But you know what? That's, I think, such a wonderful aspect added on that I love it. You know what? When I'm away from him, I enjoy that time too. But then as soon as I see him, that's it.
Right.
Age chali jandi hai, thakan chali jandi hai, sab galan chaliyan jandi ne out the window because I see him.
So are we going to put out our real age?
I don't feel the need to.
Okay.
Guess ka delabo. We're in our 50s. Guess ka delabo. But I'm 50 and fabulous. I feel great.
I'm 50 and freaking very fabulous. Shazia, I feel I'm in the best time of my life right now.
Mashallah.
When I was in my 20s, I don't think I was this happy. I was so stressed out about kids at the time.
You know, in my 20s, I felt like, you know how you have fog after rain?
Yes.
I felt the fog never lifted.
Oh my God, yes.
That's I felt like I was in a blur the whole, I mean, my 20s just breezed by and I didn't even know what happened. I had my children in my 20s.
Me too.
And it was just like exhausting.
It was exhausting. And I feel that for the younger moms now.
Yeah.
Is that how do you think they feel? They feel like
you know what? I sighed with my daughter when she had her son, and just the sheer exhaustion, being someone looking in, I felt so bad for her. I didn't know how to just hold her and fix things for her because she was struggling with the child, with the night crying, with the breastfeeding, with the pain. I didn't know how to fix it.
But you're her village.
Yeah, I know.
You're her village. Did you have a village for your kids?
I did.
You did?
I did. I was very lucky. I had a wonderful mother-in-law.
I had a wonderful mother. My mom, my sister, my sister-in-law were my village, true and true.
So was my sister. She literally raised my children when my sister, because she wasn't married at the time, they doted on my children.
You need a village. You need that. Hey, I forgot to ask you, did you bring your chai?
I had coffee today.
Wow, you copied me last week. I had coffee.
It felt like coffee today, and I had a nice coffee after a long time.
Isn't
and it was actually good.
I loved it last week.
I think it's the weather that's making me go from chai to coffee.
Aren't we glad we finally got the hot weather?
Yeah, it's actually beautiful. It's not even hot really yet, but
no. When it gets into the hundreds, that fe pata lagna with the menopause and the heat and tere sare fancy kapde.
Ageism or menopause, ek hi conversation
because ageism comes with menopause. I've never seen a 20-year-old girl going into menopause.
Yeah.
God forbid. And it's not fair. It's not fair because when you're in your teenagers, you have periods. When you get to a little bit older, you start having kids. You're really messed up then.
Yeah.
And then you get to
wake
our
up
age. Which, don't get me wrong, it's great. But the menopause, my gosh, it kicks my ass.
It is. And you know what? I have a lot of friends who are going through this, my sister, and everybody feels the same way as we do. This is just like a very critical subject, and all the men folk listening out there, it's all real.
You are very lucky.
You're very lucky. Count your blessings, because
you know, Shazia, the only thing a man has to deal with is a broken voice.
Yeah,
that's it.
If
there's men out there listening here, tell me what you had to deal with, because I'm sure you're not having to deal with things we're having to deal with.
Or how are you dealing with your significant other or partner or wife as they're going through this stage in their life? How are you being...
Shazia, why are Desi men not understanding about menopause? Is it because they've never been taught?
They've never been taught. Remember that whole conversation about mothers and sons? Yeah. What do you think? Our mother sat down and taught them about how to take care of your wife if she's struggling?
No.
Do you think there's a chapter in their book on that?
But I did. I talked to my son about it.
My boys, I always told them, I said, you be a good partner, you be a good husband, whatever you do. I don't ever want to hear from I don't ever want to hear from that girl that you're just like not doing your job.
Yeah, that's true.
Because
That's
it's going to be a
true.
long day for you, buddy.
Oh
It's going to be a
God.
long day for
I
you.
don't know. But if we pivot from one thing to another thing, but bringing it back to rolling it in to ageism, why do you think ageism is such a big factor?
Because it applies only to women, I feel.
There you go. You
See?
touched it. You
I
touched it.
it.
So
I hit a
now,
nerve.
hold on a 2nd.
Mhm.
I'm turning towards you now.
Uh-huh.
So here's this. There's Shah Rukh Khan.
Hi.
People
Now-
is gonna start sweating.
Hi, hi.
This is not menopause. This is Shah Rukh Khan.
This is Shah Rukh Khan sweat. Hi.
But tell me this thing: how can Shah Rukh Khan be with Deepika in a movie, whereas Kajol, who was in a movie with him in Dilwale, right? They were both young then, but she's now playing the mother in a movie, and he's still playing the hero. Is that ageism?
That's ageism. That's sexism. That's selectionism. You call it.
Yes.
And but you know what?
Indian
It's Shah Rukh Khan.
Bollywoodism.
It's Shah Rukh Khan.
No, I don't think. Well, okay, I'll give you Shah Rukh Khan. Let me change it up.
Let me have Shah Rukh Khan.
Okay, so how about Amitabh Bachchan with a young fancy chick?
That I don't like.
Oh, come on, I could do that.
I can't do that. But the thing is, you know what, Amitabh Bachchan, he embraced the father roles to a T.
He did.
I think Shah Rukh is not there yet.
Shah Rukh's not there.
They don't want Shah Rukh to go there yet.
Shah Rukh's too busy trying to get a six-pack and trying to get with these younger chicks.
Yes, he is.
Which
because
I think he needs to stop.
His ageism is not letting him embrace his actual age, okay? Because he wants to be the hero. He wants to be the lover. He wants to be this man, that all the women, and maybe they do. I love it. I love watching him. I think he's the best looking 61-year-old I've ever seen.
Hold on, you met my husband?
Okay.
Just kidding. Just kidding. But yeah, he is, eye candy at his best, I guess, but it's all camera trick, remember?
It's all camera tricks. And that's what Bollywood wants from him, I think.
That's what they want from him,
right?
For sure.
But I think for Amitabh to embrace that father role, I think it was just like, I love watching him. It's like, I wish he was my father.
Yeah.
I would look at him, I was like, God, I wish I had that father, I love my father. My father was, I think, way better than Amitabh Bachchan, but,
But see, I'm thinking as we're getting older, right? Not that I'm saying that we're old, but as we're getting older, is the expectations of our kids and the grandkids for us to be like, I must sit down, don't do anything. Don't do it. You know what I mean? I'm trying to get to the right.
Your personality and my personality?
Nuh-uh.
You
can't stop me.
I've been up since 5 this morning.
Oh, jeez, God.
So, and I didn't go back to sleep, nothing. I've been on, but I've had a wonderful day. And you know what? I think it's the energy, it's our drive, it's our need to want to do more. Because here's the thing, this is a good age for us. We don't have a lot of responsibilities now. Best age.
This is the best.
Yeah. So right now, you know what? We can also be kind of like a friend of mine said this to me yesterday. We're like in the sandwich age. They're taking care of our parents, and then we're also taking care of our kids and their kids, and we're right in the middle. We're like a sandwich, the middle part of the best part of the sandwich.
Hold on, you giving me words of wisdom without me even asking?
This just came to me, but we're the best part of the sandwich.
We are.
And you know what? I like that. I like that for me. I'm not an auntie or a baji. I'm Shazia. I do all kinds of things. I'm not sitting here knitting or.
Hey, don't put down my crocheting. You know I sit and crochet. You know that.
I know that. I like crafting. You like crocheting. So
I do.
We do different things. But that doesn't mean that Shazia and I don't get all dressed up or dolled up and go to a movie or go out with dates on our significant others or husbands or whatever. Mm-hmm. We still enjoy things. Okay, we're not just grandmothers. We're not just aunties. We're not just bajis. We enjoy things. All right. Don't let age limit you. To what you can do, because in our culture it's taught हुन तुसी बुड्ढे हो गए हो मंजी फड़ के बैठ जाओ
नहीं तो लोग क्या कहेंगे
लोग तुम्हारे पर आ जाते हैं भाई
I don't know Shazia we're over
the one लोग बुला यार
who are these log and I want to know why are these
I want to meet them
why are these people so just in case for people who don't understand what Punjabi is log kya kahenge means what are people going to say who are these people bring them to me bring them to our table
I will make tea
Hell no, I'm going to take my chittar off on them. Then tell me.
Yeah. Well, you know what? Those log, they can just go mind their own business because I'm going to do what I'm going to do. Yeah. I'm at a very good point in my life. I've come to terms with a lot of things in my life. And this part I'm going to enjoy. And I'm going to do it in my time, in my space, on my terms.
Good
We
for
don't
you.
always have those choices as South Asian women
We don't.
to do things on our own terms. And when we reach that age, we should take that and embrace it fully. Fully, Shazia.
So if you find someone that says to you, you need to chill and calm down and sit at home, what do
I
you
will tell them you need to leave. You need to
You'll be
leave.
like, here's a cup of coffee, put it on your head and leave.
And leave. Yeah, I don't. And you know what? We all need time, whether it's our children, whether it's our spouses, partners, whatever. We need time for ourselves. Okay. And because of ageism, we want to do things more for ourselves to take care of ourselves. Okay. Aging is not a bad process. It's
Yeah.
not a bad process.
You know, Shazia, a funny story. I went to New Jersey a couple of years ago. My husband took my mom, me, and a couple of my friends, right? We're walking into the casino. Now, mind you, I'm not a gambler, okay?
Mm-hmm.
So walking into the casino, and there was 4 Pakistani boys across the street.
Mm-hmm.
And this is a real for life story. And they were yelling, "Oh, auntie, ghar jao." Man, you know, this has been almost a couple of years that happened, and that image is still in my head. I wish I had turned back around and said to him, "You know what? Tu ja apni maa di godi ch baith ja ke."
Yeah.
That still triggers me, that them shouting at us, "Oh, auntie, ghar jao." And I'm like, wait, what?
Yeah, you're lucky I wasn't there. That
I
would have been a
know.
whole different day. That would have
I
been a whole
mean,
different day. Yeah.
Just it's not just expected. So you're asking, hey, who are these people? Who are these log? That's who they are.
That's who they are.
The
Yeah, you're right.
narrow-minded.
The narrow-minded. Yeah, because the thing is, in our culture, we don't broaden our mind. We don't. We like to keep it as close as possible.
We are very
you know?
close-minded.
And the
yes.
thing is, it's easy. You know, it's easy because when you open your mind, then there's a lot of questions. There's a lot of conversation. And in our culture, nobody likes conversation. ਹੁਣ ਅਗਰ ਅਸੀਂ ਗੱਲਾਂ ਕਰ ਰਹੇ ਹਾਂ, ਸਾਰੇ ਸਾਨੂੰ ਪੁੱਛਦੇ ਨੇ ਤੁਸੀਂ ਕਿਉਂ ਕਰ ਰਹੇ ਹੋ? ਅਸੀਂ ਸਿਰਫ ਗੱਲਾਂ ਕਰ ਰਹੇ ਹਾਂ.
What's it to everybody?
What's it to everybody? ਅਸੀਂ ਗੱਲਾਂ ਕਰ ਰਹੇ ਹਾਂ.
You want to listen?
Yeah.
Listen. You don't want to listen?
There's 100 different podcasts out there, okay? But Shazia and I feel that this is our outlet in a way.
And we're going to stop explaining.
No.
I don't feel we need to explain
No, I explain nahi kari, but I'm just saying in a general, synopsis that we don't need to do or explain to anybody what we're doing.
We don't.
Our age, we don't need to explain. Our lifestyle, we don't need to explain. Our, choices, we don't need to explain. I'm 50 some years old. Why do I need to explain?
But didn't we explain it all our life? That's why we're finding this age so fascinating that we're not.
Because our mothers, and I will always use the word groom. I know you might not agree with me.
I don't agree with grooming. Yeah.
Grooming, but I feel that grooming is so pivotal for the female child in our culture.
But aren't we grooming our kids all the time? Especially the daughters.
We are, but groom them with like good things, fair things that matter, not log kya kahenge.
No, I think
I've never said that to my children ever. Ke log kya kahenge. Do what makes you happy.
I stopped saying that about 10 years ago.
Did you?
I
never said it.
I did, because I was always embarrassed that, oh my God, my kids are marrying their own choices.
Oh my God.
Their own people. They're marrying people of their choices, not arranged marriage.
Hi Rabba, hun duniya kithe ja rahi hai?
And the funny thing was that my husband evolved before me. He was like, you should give them their own choice.
Yeah.
They're the ones who have to wake up in the morning.
And see that person every day.
Yeah. One of my really close friends, her daughter had said that. She says, Auntie Shazi, I have to wake up with this person right in my face.
Hey, she called you auntie?
She did. She's the only one who does call me auntie. Her and the other.
She must be really special. Wow. So that auntie flowed off your tongue. Auntie flowed off your tongue.
That's very special to my heart, and she does call me auntie. And I don't mind it.
Uh-huh.
But when somebody my age calls me auntie, it pisses me off. You call me Baji Zulekha and I don't mind it,
Baji Zulekha teri story hai, main tenu ek din dasangi.
Tell me Baji Zulekha. I was like, who the heck is Zulekha when she's at home, Like, okay. But yeah, she said that. She says, Auntie, I have to wake up with this person in my face.
Mm-hmm.
And if that face is not what I want to see, I don't think I can do it. And she was right.
Yeah.
So when my kids came for my kids to get married, my husband said to them, he says, marry who you feel you want to wake up with for the rest of your life.
Right.
But the one thing, I'll tell you what happened in my daughter's wedding, nikah ho raha si. Nahi, nikah nahi ho raha si. Sorry, it was engagement ho rahi si. Meri choti wali beti de. And my son-in-law asked, he says, Mr. Khan, can I get your daughter's hand in marriage? I will love her for life. And you know what my husband said? My husband said, I don't believe in love. Yar, we all sat there. We're all like, oh, he's gonna freak out now. But he said, I don't believe in love. I believe in commitment. If you're committed to my daughter, go ahead.
Go ahead. The love will follow.
The love will fall in and fall out.
arranged marriages ਹੋ ਜਾਂਦੇ ਨੇ ਪਿਆਰ ਤੁਹਾਨੂੰ ਬਾਅਦ 'ਚ ਹੋਵੇਗਾ okay
please ਪਿਆਰ
please
100 ਸਾਲ
ਸਭ
ਬਾਅਦ ਵੀ
ਬਾਅਦ
ਨਹੀਂ
ਵੀ
ਹੁੰਦਾ ਵਾ
ਨਹੀਂ ਹੁੰਦਾ ਜਿਹਨੂੰ ਨਹੀਂ ਹੋਣਾ ਉਹਨੂੰ ਨਹੀਂ ਹੋਣਾ because then we get used to each other and we're like okay this is my life I'm going to
but
make
yeah
it work
we were brought up in a sense that we were told get married first love will follow
ਵੀ
that's what you're saying
ਮੈਨੂੰ ਹਾਲੇ
right
ਤੱਕ ਯਾਦ ਹੈ ਬੇਨਜ਼ੀਰ ਭੁੱਟੋ
yes
ਉਹਦੀ ਜਦੋਂ ਮੰਗਣੀ ਹੋਈ ਹੈ I think ਇੱਕ ਰੋਟ ਨੇ ਉਹਨੂੰ ਪੁੱਛਿਆ ਸੀ ਕਿ you know this is arranged marriage ਕਹਿੰਦੀ no in our culture we get married first and then the love follows this is our prime minister
this is what she said this is supported by her
so the thing is can you think of what the nation is thinking if she's saying all that and please audience if I misquoted anything forgive me but I think I heard this come out of her mouth it was a very prominent interview because she had on these beautiful churiyas and she had on this outfit she looked gorgeous
she was nice
and the thing is but she's saying this as a very independent educated woman she's saying
Pakistani
this
prime minister
right so you know what that's something that's but let's divert a different way how do you feel you're aging
I feel I'm aging fantastic I feel I'm aging younger
that's what I wanted to hear yes
is that what you wanted to hear
yes
well,
we're aging backwards
aging backwards there you go that's the right word I feel I'm going younger stronger more independent and more vocal
you know why
I was not vocal like this
you know why
because I got you in my life
yeah me you know you don't have a big mouth you know I'll say whatever but the thing is you have your own time and space and mind to think about it there's no limitations on you anymore
yes
log kya kahenge maa kya
kahegi
mere bacche kya kahenge flana kaun you don't care about that when we get to this age we don't care about anything because you know what by this age we have a very select group of people that we choose to be around
chai pila apni
I will yeah you see and you know my that well I'm going to tell you this age thing that you brought it up I was sick last week it took me forever to bounce back dude I'm like what is going on you know thank God I didn't lose my voice this time I usually end up losing my voice but
if you lost your voice then it would be the one Shazia
no we can't have that no
shock horror
yeah so we'll take a pause but Shazia will be back but I'm feeling much better but it just took a little bit longer to bounce back
okay
but I'm back
so what age do you feel right now
I feel like I'm 30
do you know and people are going to say oh I thought you were the same but different I feel like that my 30s I think was the best like health wise 20s I didn't teenagers I didn't oh my god it just flew by I didn't even understand it 20s bache paida kar de rahe right 30s I think my kids were getting older a little bit and I was understanding them I was enjoying them more 40s it was a blur because of the stupid menopause and everything kicked in really fast but now I can have a mixture of everything. I'm a teenager at heart sometimes when I go play racquetball or I'm swimming or I'm just having a walk with you. I feel like a teenager, young, right? Hip and happening, I feel like I'm in my 20s because we just go out.
Well, look at your outfit today.
I know,
you look cute.
I got 2 comments today.
I know. You look, and one in front of me. You look cute.
But see, this is the whole thing. That this is what ageism doesn't mean you're old.
Yeah.
It just means that you're aging. But you're getting older, but you're doing it gracefully.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
You know what? I have a great story. And we had a family friend and the mother-in-law was just iron fist.
Okay.
Apni no one ne kabu kita da. Desi si. Allah desi si. And ਕੀ ਕਹਿੰਦੇ ਨੇ ਉਹ ਪਤਾ ਹੈ ਉਹਨਾਂ ਨੇ ਉਹਨੂੰ ਕਮਰੇ 'ਚ ਲਿਆ ਕੇ ਨਾ ਲਿਵਿੰਗ ਰੂਮ 'ਚ ਉਹਨਾਂ ਦਾ ਬੈੱਡ ਲਗਾ ਦਿੱਤਾ ਦਾ ਸੀ ਧੀਏ ਮੈਨੂੰ ਖਾਣਾ ਦੇ ਧੀਏ ਮੈਨੂੰ ਉਠਾ ਧੀਏ ਮੈਂ ਬਾਥਰੂਮ ਜਾਣਾ ਬਈ ਉਹਦੀਆਂ ਜਿਹੜੀਆਂ ਨੌਵਾਂ ਸੀ ਵਿਚਾਰੀਆਂ ਉਹਨਾਂ ਦੇ ਤੇ ਫੇਰੇ ਹੀ ਲੱਗਦੇ ਰਹਿੰਦੇ ਸੀ ਫੇਰੇ ਮੈਂ ਬੁੱਢੀ ਆ ਮੇਰਾ ਤੁਸੀਂ ਖਿਆਲ ਰੱਖਣਾ ਵੇ ਮੈਂ ਬੁੱਢੀ ਆ ਮੈਂ ਇਹ ਨਹੀਂ ਕਰ ਸਕਦੀ ਮੈਂ ਬੁੱਢੀ ਆ ਮੈਂ ਉਹ ਨਹੀਂ ਕਰ ਸਕਦੀ ਅਸੀਂ I did not believe it until I saw it myself ਉਹਦੀ ਜਿਹੜੀਆਂ ਨੌਵਾਂ ਨੇ ਨਾ 2 ਸੀ ਬਈ ਉਹਨਾਂ ਦੇ ਸਾਡੇ ਬੈਠੇ ਹੋਏ ਉਹਨਾਂ ਦੇ ਕੋਈ 20 ਫੇਰੇ ਲੱਗੇ ਨੇ ਇੱਥੇ ਨਾਲ ਪਾਕਿਸਤਾਨ ਇੱਥੇ and I'm like who does this ਔਰ ਉਹ ਹਿਲਦੀ ਨਹੀਂ ਸੀ ਉਹ ਬੁੱਢੀ ਨਹੀਂ ਸੀ ਹਿਲਦੀ
she just sat there
ਉਹ ਕਹਿੰਦੀ ਕਿ ਮੈਂ ਬੁੱਢੀ ਆ ਤੁਹਾਡੀ ਜਾਬ ਹੈ ਤੁਸੀਂ ਮੇਰੀਆਂ ਨੌਵਾਂ ਤੁਸੀਂ ਮੇਰੀ ਟੇਕ ਕੇਅਰ ਕਰਨੀ
so she was the queen bee of the house
right ਔਰ ਇੰਨੀ strict ਸੀ ਨਾ and she treated her daughter-in-laws pretty bad I mean just the amount of stuff
they stayed
in this yeah
oh man
ਔਰ ਬਿਸਤਰ ਤੇ ਲੇਟ ਕੇ ਸਾਰੇ ਹੁਕਮ ਦੇ ਰਹੀ ਸੀ ਬਿਸਤਰ ਤੇ ਲੇਟ ਕੇ ਹੁਕਮ ਦੇ ਰਹੀ ਸੀ ਸਾਰੇ I couldn't believe it. They took it.
That shocks me.
But the thing is, it's the culture. It's the home environment.
But I blame her sons for that.
Of course I blame the sons for that.
They should have stood up for their wives.
They should have stood up for their wives, And then I heard several years ago she passed away, And I'm like, those 2 women will finally be able to breathe now.
I mean, would they really, or did they turn into their mother-in-law when they brought on their bagus? Do you think?
No, I think they learned from her. They were different with their children.
You think
They
so?
yeah, they were
I would love to
male.
go. I would
I
love
would
to
love to see
research.
those children.
Yeah,
I would
if you
love to
find
see.
her, tell me.
Yeah.
We'll go visit.
We'll go visit, you know, but I saw that and I didn't, because you know what? I didn't have that. I didn't have that. My mother-in-law never, ever had any expectations as to what I needed to do. You know, she was older too, but you know what? I wanted to do things for her because I chose to, because she was so forthcoming with love and caring for me and my children. You automatically wanted to go. And you know what? If she was getting older, help her along, do things for her, make her feel good, even if she is older. And she was like a fun lady. She was a fun
Wow.
lady. Yeah,
That's pretty cool.
Yeah.
So what else we went up to? Nothing much.
Nothing. How was your visit with your grandchildren? How did that week go?
Hectic.
Yeah, I didn't hear from you.
Just glad they're back in their own houses.
Yeah.
I checked their locations. Do you do that with your kids?
I do.
Check their locations?
I do. Me and my daughter fight about it all the time, you know, because she'll turn on her location and she'll turn off her location at her discretion. You're 20 some years old. I don't care what you do.
It's funny because I checked my son's location and my daughter says, "Why are you checking the location?" I was like, "Because I like to know where he is." And she's like, "Mama, he's 35." And I'm like, "Yeah, but I still like to know where he is."
Yeah. I do it. Sometimes I do it. I don't. My boys, I don't think I ever do. You know. And over the weekend, I did actually see my older son. I hadn't seen him in a long time, and he came, and it was a good visit. And the thing is, he's a very he's a mediator child.
Okay. Oh, nice.
So he always likes to make sure everybody's good.
That's good.
Everybody's getting along.
That's like my older son.
Yeah.
He's like that.
You know,
he keeps everybody calm.
And then the other one who wears all his emotions on his sleeve. We don't know what's going to happen from one second to the next, you know. And then my daughter, she's just all over the place. She's just all over the place.
Okay. God bless.
But it was nice. I just took this weekend to recover. Good. It was nice to recover. I feel better. I feel like myself again.
That's what I want to know.
I don't know.
You're recovering from your illness. I'm recovering from the 4 grandkids in the house.
So did you feel your age there?
Do you know, I didn't. I actually, believe it or not, I felt more energetic.
Yeah.
Because I had the energy, because all 4 of them got sick. It was just horrible. Not that they all went back home in one piece. But it didn't, ageism there didn't hit me. My age didn't hit me. But I think it hit me the day after he left.
Yeah.
Because I'm exhausted.
You're exhausted. Yeah.
I was exhausted.
I think it always hits us after.
Yes.
And you know what? Like I told you, I like that time that I have with my grandson. But then I also like that time where he's not there and I get to relax.
Yeah.
You know, so, but you know what, audience, this is how Shazi and I go. We start and we go from one end to the whole earth, around the moon, back. Okay. But again, this is just conversation that we're having. We're talking about life experiences always. All right. We're always going to talk about what our life has been like, what we're doing. And I know some people can relate with us and others can't. But women, if you're out there, tell me how you're aging. Tell me how you feel about aging as a South Asian woman, as a Pakistani woman, an Indian woman, a Korean woman, a Chinese woman, whatever. I don't know, but let us know what aging is doing to you. Because I think for women, aging is prolific. That's my favorite word. I use it when I want to be very like out there. Women should age with grace.
Yes, grace is a great word.
And the thing is, when you carry grace, everything else will come in part. And don't be hard on yourself. Be kind to yourself. We've been through hell and back.
Oh, yes.
Okay?
Yes.
So please give yourself kind words when you wake up in the morning. Give yourself positive thoughts when you wake up in the morning, because you know what? This is you. This is you. You've had this body, this mind, this brain, everything your whole life.
And you're going to carry it with you.
You're going to carry it with you.
If you destroy it, it's your loss.
Right.
But if you take care of it, it's your win.
And you know what? I feel a lot of women, and this is going to be a whole other topic, you know, they like to change things about themselves, whether through diet, through surgery, whatever. I like to know every wrinkle on my face when I smile, that what has brought. I like that. I need to know what this wrinkle means to me. And I look at it. We all critique ourselves.
So you're not into Botox?
No. I don't like needles.
Okay. Do you color your hair?
I do color my hair.
Hell yeah. You know, I went 2 months without coloring my hair. People thought that I was sick.
Yeah.
I actually had people come up.
Not old. They said you were sick.
Like, it's just gray hair.
I like things. I like to do things that are natural. I'm not against anything. Whatever pleases anybody, do whatever you want to do, because it's something that's good for you want to do for yourself. Don't do it to please me. But you know what? I like the wrinkles on my hands. I like to see what my hands have been through, how many children I've carried, how many people I've helped, how many people that I've hugged, and how many times I've caressed my grandson's face with my hands, you know.
Aw.
And I look at my hands because my hands look like my dad's, and that's why I always look at my
Oh my
hands,
God,
because they
mine
look like,
too.
yeah, they look like my dad's.
So did you grow up and people said, "Okay, you're like your mother, you're like your mother," but you end up being like your father?
No, I was always like my father.
Okay, so I'm like that. Everybody's always said to me, "You're like your mother, you're like your mother."
No.
But when I look at my traits and my habits,
I'm
they're
like-
just like my dad.
My height, my face, everything, and I look
Your
at my
dad?
hands. It's my dad. It's
Well,
my
there
dad.
you go. Well,
Yeah.
Shazia, let's wrap this up. It's long enough, and I
Yes,
gotta go.
it is. So please, audience, follow us on Spotify, YouTube,
TikTok,
TikTok,
Facebook.
and Instagram. Please leave comments. Please leave feedback. Please tell us what we can do better. Please tell us what you want to hear. Maybe there's subjects that you want us to discuss, because Shazia and I pretty much discuss anything that feels interesting to us.
Yeah, we'll talk about anything.
Yeah,
that
and
we
I know.
feel.
Sorry, I didn't mean to cut you off,
No, no, it's
but
okay.
we've all had life experiences. Okay, now do we all sit there and rehash our life experiences to help other people? Maybe, maybe not. But I think it feels good to just talk sometimes.
Yeah, so just to put it out there, on TikTok, on Facebook and Instagram, we do put regularly questions on there. Shazia and I work very hard to come up with different questions. We put some out last week. Are you a boy, girl, or a mom, or a girl, mom? You know what I mean? And we're always coming up with stuff. This is our own original stuff. People, we come up with it. We post it out there, not because we feel like it, but because we want some feedback from you. So if you see it, please shoot us a comment, and we'll try and answer you back. But it's all for fun.
It's
Just
fun.
remember, this is just for fun.
This is for fun, and you know what, Shazia and I, this is, I think, the most relaxing hour that we
It
have,
is.
and we love each other's company, and I think we'll never run out of things to talk about.
And if you guys think this 30 minutes is it, but we've started probably an hour before, and we're going to keep going an hour later. So
Yes.
Anyway, from you,
Shazia,
bye.
bye.
And from me, bye.